Hello creatives, welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth and I am here at the gallery to do the monthly zodiac series with a moon-driven timing card. It's about opening to your intuition through a challenge or an opportunity that will bring a new inspiration to make better art. There are no dates on these readings. They're meant to inspire at any given time. This is a reading for Sagittarius whose relating tarot card is Temperance. Beautiful card here. Yes, Temperance is all about finding that inner balance between what you need and what you want. And I've also reached into my 1971 Rider-Waite's tarot deck and pulled the Temperance card from there. Yes, 1971, my very first deck. So we've got that energy here to draw on as well. And then we've got the artist card, which is representing you as the vessel, the creative vessel of energy, and how to open to that knowledge that is available to you from Source. And then we also have the energy of the well. Now this is the well of infinite inspiration. As long as you are seeking it, it will flow to you. Then we have the cards of truth. They're going to give us some direction as to where to look in order to open to that knowledge that wants to flow to you. And then we have the Lenormand cards for clarifying. They are marvelously clear about describing exactly what to look for. And then we have the moon card for the timing. And then we have from the Sacred Rebels deck, I've pulled a card for you, Sagittarius, and you have a very interesting lay here, a challenge, if you will. Yeah, taking care of yourself and meeting a challenge that is definitely going to come up and challenge whether you have done the work or not. There's just no easier way to put it. But let's go to the moon card first and see what we have here. So it's a full moon, and this energy around the full moon is a full moon in Virgo, and it says, are you good enough? But reading it, I'm thinking it's more about, are you doing enough? Enough good for yourself and for others, because that is where the challenge lies. Now, it is talking about preparing to be challenged by someone in the near future, about acting in fairness around yourself and them. Now, that's a tall order and very specific. I just couldn't see it any other way. It's totally what came to me, but it's about really being honest with yourself, okay? It's about being humble to the point of, not to the point of being submissive, right? You want to keep your feet on the ground, but you also want to be able to keep in that humility. So it's that interesting balance of your temperance. I don't know how else to say it. It is exactly that. You got to hang on to yourself, but you've also got to be able to take care of others and find that balance clearly for yourself first, the old oxygen mask so that you can help others, and then to know where to go when you are faced with the challenge that's coming very soon, right around the full moon, the full moon. And with that Virgo energy that is around the reading, as well as when the full moon gets here, no matter what time that you are hearing this reading, the energy for the full moon when it comes in this reading for you, Sagittarius, is around Virgo. Now, interestingly, it is about the truth. Sagittarius is a truth seeker, and Virgo is as well, and it's grounding earth energy. So it's a very good anchor, if you will, for your fire, Sagittarius. Love it, because you're definitely going to run into someone that is going to be pushing buttons and triggering. Then we have the Sacred Rebel deck, and with this one you got Restore and Replenish. Isn't it beautiful? She's just so taking care of herself there in nature. This talks about opening yourself to new experiences, and by stepping out of what's comfortable, exploring, and bringing back to your comfort zone ideas and things that can actually be in your toolbox to help you be more grounded and more within yourself. It's the card talks about breaking with routine, and by doing something different, adding some variety and spice, some K2 Rahu, where you're going into that matrix, that uncomfortable zone, to bring back what is uncomfortable or whatever it is that you have found, and explore within your comfort zone. And it's also about, this card speaks of making a transition into a higher creative energy. It's like you're almost there. You are going to have that come to you, and it's encouraging you to explore, because you're, again, it's about growing and being able to do that best by knowing yourself. So you are to go into nature. It doesn't have to be a year-long, month-long, week-long retreat or anything like that. It can be a couple of hours in the afternoon, any kind of nature. You can do a wooded walk, you can go to the ocean and wash your feet in the salt water and just let the seagulls fly and look for shells and understand something more about you. Because whatever it is that you pick up in that meditative connection with nature is going to come in incredibly handy. It is what you need. And if you're already doing that, if you are taking time to restore and replenish, congratulations. That is exactly what Source is telling you here to do. And it further is supported, that message, by the cards that you got. So the first card we got, we pulled the Six of Spades. All right, so this is the most healthy card in the Cards of Truth deck. It is a fantastic card for you to get here. It is saying that you are at the top of your game. So you are going to be feeling fantastic naturally, if it is, in fact, whoever it's reaching out to, those that are already in this connected process. And time's a wasting for those who are not doing it. So get out there and either continue doing it or start doing it, because it is what you are going to need, because it is a 6, so it's about having validation from others around your good health, and interestingly, good looks as well. So whatever that means, right? Sometimes beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So, but you are around getting that validation from others about being able to take care of yourself, about having that good health and knowing how to do it, and not to be arrogant about it, and not to hold back either. But yeah, it's, you are at your peak, and at your peak for clarity as well. Clarity and understanding of a spiritual connection. So you could not be in a better place with that. And like I said, if you're already doing it, fantastic. If you are not yet doing it, then find some time to really, as it says, restore and replenish. And then you got the house for clarifying. Now this is about stability, and the sixes are around stability. So you've got already a really nice place in order to regroup and refocus where you need to, in order to feel that grounded, balanced wholeness within. And you've got the sun. So this is a beautiful card. It is success. So once you start or continue, you are on the right track. And you got the ship, saying that, as it would, your ship is come in. So you are all that and more. Perfect place to be. Then we got the Eight of Hearts. Now this is an interesting card to get here because this one is validation from others, but the eights are all about having validation for yourself, right? Self-validation. And I should also point out that the sixes and the black sixes are lovers' energy, and that is Gemini energy. So it is that, again, with the Temperance, finding that nice balance. The lovers is all about finding what works for you and what doesn't work for you, for the comforts and the joy in life. So you clearly know where your comforts lie. So that's beautiful. You are already into a very lovely routine, and if not, then hear the message that that is where you will find your message from source. So with the Eight of Hearts, the red eights are about the Hanged Man energy, and that is about looking at things differently, upside down, if you will, flipping things to get a better understanding and a clearer sense of what something different would look like. And this new moon, a full moon in Virgo, is saying the same thing. So that message got more deeper, had more depth given to it with that knowledge. And it's also the Rahu energy, that going into the matrix of what doesn't necessarily feel comfortable, but it's exploration and it's experimenting with something different. And this is about your health and getting into that groundedness. So if what your routine is starting to feel stale, or you don't go out and do it because you can't find a good one to do, well, pull that hat around backwards and decide to do something different. If you're into the woods, go to the beach. If you like the beach, go to the woods. Just do something different and see what happens. And this, you got the tree. This is a lovely energy because the tree is all about good health, and it's about being near your goals. It is springing into a new birth of something more suitable for you, which is the eights as well. I have to say that. And the eights are all about staying out of victimization without becoming the protector or the perpetrator. When you think about that, don't jump into any of those roles. This is temperance. This is finding that balance between those lines and staying in your temperance, right? Staying in your truly grounded healthiness. And then you got, this is where the challenge comes in. All right, see, all that. You are all that. And then you get the obstacle, the mountain. So this is where the challenge begins. So you're going to feel like you are all that solidness, and then you're going to run into something. Now, this could be a physical something, like a person, a place, or a thing that is just standing in your way and challenging what you believe. Not sure what the belief is about, but of course it will be something about your creativity. The Restore Replenish is all about that as well. It is knowing you're comfortable and familiar and being in that space in order to be able to go out and tap into that Rahu energy to explore and come back and settle and know you're jumping off at a good point. The challenge is going to be coming at you in some emotional fashion. You've got the Eight of Hearts here. This is water energy. It is emotions. It is being, it's mutable, so it is going to be open to change. So which tells me that groundedness that you're going to need to really know yourself very well, because what's going to happen here, you're going to be challenged. We got this heart in reverse, which says that if it is, then something is going to come in and challenge your emotional well-being, whether that be something you love, something is being challenged, your stability around something that may be time to change, but you're going to have to do it with finesse. It will, as the cards read, it is going to be a person challenging you about, it's like, oh, I wish I could find my words. I'm listening while I'm saying this, but it is just more feedback from source saying that your groundedness is going to be challenged by someone who has an emotional agenda, a beef with you, if you will. So know yourself very well. Jump into that Temperance, that card that is your work to do, and get where you need to be. Replenish. Take good care of yourself, because when this happens, the challenge here is for you to stay in that comfort, that grounded knowing of yourself. Okay? That really is the true message here. Know thyself, so that you can meet this challenge. Then we got the King of Spades. So I'm reading this, getting the message that this is going to come hard and fast, and that within you, knowing yourself all this well, very well, you are going to go and you're just going to take care of it. You're just going to be able to jump right in there as this king, and physically, emotionally, and spiritually, I mean, it is the King of Spades. They are all about, yes, they are about sacrifice and swift action. It's always for the greater good, and it's always about getting past or through an ordeal or an obstacle. That it can be something that triggers you within an obsession or an attachment to something. It could be something that you feel may be a weakness within yourself. That is what this card, a viper, yeesh, right? This is the snake in the grass. And you need to come at it hard and fast and decisive and just lay it down like a King of Spades, King of Swords would. And it's all about air energy. It has Uranus energy. It's got spiritual energy. It's actually the ultimate spiritual energy. as this card was the Restore and Replenish Rebels card, it also talked about that as well, and that you are ready. You are ready to make this transition into a higher creative energy. And this is just going to confirm that for you. Okay, so yes. All right, and then you've got the stork. Now this is giving us a bit of a clue about the snake, because the stork can actually be a physical attribute of the person that is the snake. So it could be a tall, lanky, long-legged person that is there to try to rock your boat. You know, the snake is all about turning on the charm, and you know that if you've ever seen a snake charmer, you know that snake, and just then when you least expect it, it's gonna reach out and try to bite you. So yeah, that is going to be headed your way, so ground yourself and prepare. Then we've got the anchor, which is a really lovely ending card here, because it tells me you are going to succeed. You are going to take this King of Swords, Spades energy, and you are going to be able to deliver a very truthful, grounded message that comes from a very spiritual, well-rehearsed, well-known, well-lived position on whatever this Viper is going to challenge you on. Wow, what a reading for you, Sagittarius. I am sending you all the good energy that could possibly be. I think you're going to do it, though. I mean, with this setup here, no problem. You just keep doing what you're doing and explore a little bit, experiment with some different things, and take care of yourself. Find that balance. Renew you, knowing you, and get grounded in that. Wow. All right, so I only have one more thing. I have brought out my chin tongue. These are the Chinese fortune sticks. Oops, I've got the paper rolled up in here for this one. And yeah, you just shake them and a stick will come out, and it's a little bit more of a fortune. This is my full moon knots that harness the energy of the full moon for a full year. So we have a year's worth of full moon energy to tap into this reading. Love it. Let's see what your final message will be. Final message for Sagittarius. Ooh, look at that one just coming right out there. I'll do a little numerology around it as well. So you got 17, and that reduces to the number 8. And it says here, stop worrying. Things will right themselves. That's perfect. So yeah, no worries. No worries, Sagittarius. And as far as the number 8 breaks down into being responsible and harmony, okay? It is, again, finding that balance, like the Lover's card and the Hanged Man energy. Mix it up a little. Look at it differently. And the Temperance, you are there to find your balance. So hopefully you've got plenty of time by the time you're seeing this, and that the full moon is at least a couple of weeks away for you. Otherwise, yeah, you've got some work to do. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much, and happy creating.